Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You are sitting at your kitchen table early in the morning. The house is quiet. Your coffee is still steaming. Your phone lights up. The screen flashes a message that looks official. It uses the right logos, the right tone, the right fear. It says your social security benefits are suspended. It says you must act immediately. Your heart skips. Your hands tense. You do what millions of good, honest Americans have done before you. You tap the screen. And in that single moment, years of savings vanish. This is not fiction. This is not exaggeration. This is happening right now, every single day, to people who worked their entire lives doing everything right. In 1 year alone, older Americans lost billions of dollars to phone scams, not because they were careless, not because they were uninformed, but because the technology in their pockets was never designed to protect them. Here is the uncomfortable truth that nobody in Silicon Valley wants to say out loud. Your expensive smartphone does not care if you get scammed. It looks sleek. It feels premium. It costs more than some people's first car. But when that fake call comes in, when that fraudulent text arrives, your phone still rings. It still vibrates. It still puts the decision on you. And scammers know that. Now ask yourself this question. What if a phone existed that refused to let the scam reach you at all? Not a warning label, not a small spam icon, not a suggestion, but a hard stop. What if Tesla built that phone? Not as a luxury device, not as a status symbol, but as a shield. A phone designed from the first line of code to protect people who are targeted the most. Today on Teslaris, we are diving into one of the most controversial, most whispered, and most misunderstood technology projects Tesla has ever been linked to. A phone built around privacy, security, longevity, and dignity. A device rumored to cost less than most people's monthly phone bill. A device that may never track you, never sell your data, and never let a scammer reach your ears. And before we go any further, let me be clear and responsible. Tesla has not officially announced this phone. Some details come from patents, some from supply chain activity, some from engineering logic that only Tesla could pull off. We will separate what is known, what is likely, and what remains speculative. But when you see the full picture, one thing becomes undeniable. If Tesla enters the phone market, it will not be to compete with Apple on selfies. It will be to solve a problem nobody else makes money fixing. Let us start with the part that matters most. Security. Every major phone company claims they protect your privacy, but look closer. Apple backs up your messages to its servers. Google tracks your movement even when location services are turned off. Their business models depend on collecting data, analyzing behavior, and monetizing attention. Tesla's entire ecosystem works differently. Tesla does not sell ads. Tesla does not profit from tracking you. Tesla builds closed-loop systems where intelligence lives on the device itself. The rumored operating system, often referred to as XOS, follows a single principle. Your data stays with you. Not on a cloud server, not in a data center, not on someone else's computer. On your device. At the center of this system is Tesla's artificial intelligence engine, designed to process information locally. When a call comes in, the system does not ask a server for permission. It analyzes the signal itself, the number, the routing, the voice patterns, the behavioral markers that indicate impersonation or fraud. If the call matches scam characteristics, it never rings. There is no decision for you to make. Compare that to your current phone. It may show a warning, it may say possible spam, but it still asks you to choose. Scammers exploit urgency. Fear bypasses logic. Tesla removes that moment entirely. The same applies to text messages. Scam texts are not just annoying, they are engineered psychological attacks, urgent language, fake authority, links designed to steal everything. Tesla's approach is different. Every message is analyzed locally against multiple risk indicators. If it crosses a danger threshold, it never appears in your inbox. The link never becomes clickable. The message never reaches your attention. And here is where Tesla's system becomes something no other phone can offer. Context. The system learns your real communication patterns without uploading them anywhere. It knows who you talk to, when you talk to them, how they normally speak to you. When a message claims to be from your bank but does not match your history, you are warned before reading it. Not because Tesla spies on you, but because Tesla refuses to export your private life to the cloud. This kind of protection is impossible for companies whose business depends on data collection. Now let us talk about usability, because security means nothing if the phone is frustrating to use. Voice control is not a gimmick here, it is a necessity. The AI assistant responds naturally. You speak, it listens. You ask it to call your daughter, it does. You ask it to read your messages aloud, it does. For people with arthritis, reduced vision, or simply tired eyes, this is not convenience. It is independence. And if you are worried about a phone listening too much, Tesla addressed that at the hardware level. There is a physical switch. When you flip it, the microphone is electrically disconnected, not muted by software, physically severed. No application can override physics. That is a level of trust no mainstream phone offers today. Now look at the device itself. Modern phones are designed to look good in advertisements. Thin, slippery, fragile, they assume perfect hands and perfect conditions. Real hands tell a different story. Tesla's rumored frame material uses micro-textured composite developed from aerospace research. You do not feel roughness, you feel stability. The phone naturally grips your skin better without effort. Pressure sensors detect slipping before it happens. A subtle vibration alerts you, not after the phone falls, before. Testing with older users showed dramatic reductions in accidental drops, not because people became more careful, but because the device worked with their hands instead of against them. Weight distribution matters too. Tesla centers the battery and processor so the phone does not strain your wrist. It feels balanced, solid, calm. Durability is where Tesla's engineering mindset becomes obvious. Drop tests, water resistance, scratch resistance. These are not marketing claims, these are survival standards. The frame coating is designed to recover from minor wear using body heat, not magic, material science. The phone keeps working when life happens. Now consider longevity. Most phones are disposable by design. Sealed batteries, glued components, expensive repairs that push you to buy new. Tesla does the opposite. Modular construction allows simple part replacement. A battery swap does not require a technician. It requires a screwdriver and a few minutes. This changes the economics completely. Instead of replacing the entire phone every few years, you maintain one device for nearly a decade. That is not just cheaper, it is respectful. The battery chemistry itself is a departure from industry norms. Instead of traditional lithium-based cells, Tesla is rumored to use aluminum-ion technology adapted from vehicle research. The benefits are enormous. Lower heat, longer lifespan, thousands of charge cycles before noticeable degradation. For most users, that means years of use without anxiety, no carrying chargers everywhere, no sudden shutdowns. Charging is fast enough to be practical but controlled enough to preserve health. Tesla's algorithms monitor temperature constantly. Speed adjusts automatically. This is not about charging fastest. It is about charging smartest. Now we arrive at one of the most sensitive parts of this discussion. Affordability. The rumored price point is shockingly low compared to flagship phones. Less than what many people pay in a single month for service. Why is that possible? Because Tesla builds vertically. Batteries, chips, manufacturing, software, no middlemen, no ad subsidy models. Repairs cost what parts cost, not inflated service fees. Over a decade, the difference adds up to tens of thousands of dollars saved when you factor in device replacements, repairs, and monthly bills. That is life-changing for people living on fixed incomes. Which brings us to the most controversial rumor of all. A priority program for older Americans, relying primarily on Social Security. According to leaked internal planning documents, Tesla has considered allocating hundreds of thousands of devices at no cost to those most vulnerable to scams. Not as charity, as protection. The logic is simple: protect the group scammers target the most, reduce fraud nationally, build trust where trust has been broken. If this program exists, it would require verification and would only be announced through official Tesla channels. Any website claiming to sell or reserve these phones today is not legitimate. Let me be absolutely clear. Do not send money to anyone claiming to sell this phone right now. When Tesla makes an announcement, it will come directly from Tesla and from Elon Musk's verified accounts. There are risks, and they must be acknowledged. This would be Tesla's first phone. Early software issues are possible. App ecosystems take time. Switching platforms always involves adjustment. Service centers are fewer than Apple's. This phone will not be for everyone. But it is not trying to be. It is trying to solve problems that mainstream phones profit from ignoring. If you are tired of rising bills, planned obsolescence, scam anxiety, and technology designed for people half your age, then this phone is not competing with your current device. It is competing with frustration. It is competing with fear. It is competing with a system that treats you as data instead of a customer. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Tesla will deliver a phone like this within the next few years? Or does it sound too good to be true? Comment your thoughts below. Share your experience with phone scams or the one feature you wish your phone actually handled better. If you found this breakdown valuable, support Teslaris by liking this video. It helps more people see content that actually looks out for them. Subscribe to Teslaris and turn on notifications, because when Tesla makes anything official, we will verify it and break it down immediately, without hype and without fear. Our next videos will dive deeper into app compatibility, real-world connectivity, and whether this device could work outside the United States. Technology should protect the people who paid for it. And if Tesla builds this phone, it might finally do exactly that. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next Teslaris video.